DC here. Hi, guys and gals. Well, I'm recording this on the iPad. Let me see if I can just adjust it a little bit. There we are. So, slightly better angle. Yeah, so I hope you're all well. Today is Friday, and I have not been online much this week. I've had a lot of external meetings and conferences and stuff like that, and I was on what they call an advisory board for a group, so I was kind of busy, and we had a good meal out and stuff like that, aside from the work part. Yesterday was actually it was an interesting conference. It was on what they call plastic innovations, because as you know, plastics in today's world has become the so-called bad guy. Again, like many other things, there's also very much political agenda as well as an environmental one there. But I mean, the whole idea is to look at what we would call more environmental friendly plastics taken from natural sources, the biomass as they call it, and so on, and build it into what we would call a circular economy, which includes recycling and so on. So yeah, I've been asked to be part of that, and it is kind of interesting. I say kind of because, as in many things, you have a lot of people that are, how could I put it, fanatics. sometimes anyway. So overall, like I say, it was a good meeting though. Yeah. And I've been slowly getting things ready, because in a bit more in a week's time, so not this Sunday, then Sunday next, I will be going back to Ireland, and I'm going with my boss, one of my bosses this time, and we'll be also going for one thing regarding Africa and so on. So there's different reasons to go, and but it's a completely different mindset. If you go, when I go on my own, I've got my style. I know the people differently. And they know me. I mean, we've been working since 2012 now together, and we just get along, put it that way. We know how to interact, and of course, you know how it is when you introduce a new element, even though they have met the person twice actually, in different situations, but it's completely different. I mean, so all of a sudden I got to take into account how to take care of these people, and almost end up being a tourist guide up to a point. And the spontaneity sometimes of the meetings might actually be lost. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm kind of happy that they see what I'm doing, and at the same time it almost cramps my style. Anyway, we'll see. Yeah. So I hope anyway you're all well, because over here there's been actually a plethora of people were sick. Mrs. DC was sick again. Actually, all of a sudden she had a gastroenteritis, and the children, so the grandchildren, were not feeling well either. They had to end up going to the emergency just to be certain that things are going well, because I mean, a baby, if he starts vomiting or what, you can get dehydrated pretty quickly. So that can be pretty dangerous, but they're all well. They're all going on well, so that's a good thing. So yeah, the weekend's coming up. Mrs. DC will be working this weekend, and so I'll have to see what I'll be doing. I do have a certain number of things that have to be done, so I mean, I will get them done and so on. But yeah, it's always different. I mean, when she's off working, and then she has the car and so on, so I have to see how I get around. Maybe one of these days I'll manage to do a bit of geocaching again. I haven't done much lately. Yeah, that's a bit of a pity, but with all the things going on, I just simply haven't done as much. There's a few new ones around here, but they're somewhere in the woods, and the woods are getting pretty wet these days, so I try to nevertheless go when it's nice. Yeah. Is there much else? I'm certain there is, and I'll probably come back later on the weekend or what, but I just wanted to touch base a little bit and say hello. It's been a really big week in a way, like I've mentioned, and yeah, that's about it. And try and stop this before 5 minutes, and hope you have a good weekend. Friday's nice. It's nice to have Friday. So 5 minutes coming up. DC signing off. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.